Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Local Pundit. I'm Josh Anthony. This is your Wrexham reaction for Wrexham 1, Birmingham City 1. I think it's match day 28, and what a day. I got to tell you, I hit a wall. I'm exhausted from watching that game and being at the Cosm LA, which was fantastic. What an event. I'm exhausted. Just came back, but we got to get the show up. We got to get it in. We got to do the reaction of the game, which was an amazing match. And it's so amazing that didn't even have to listen. 1-1 draw against the best team in the league. Yeah, I said it, John. Hear it. They're the best team in the league. Yeah, it was all around circumference like a great event for both clubs, by the way, too. And more importantly, underlining there too, at the Cosm, it was about the LAFD, the Los Angeles Fire Department, which was all the proceeds. We bought a couple shirts. I bought a shirt today. All the proceeds went all to LAFD. Look at this, fantastic! And this is for an homage shirt, and all the proceeds went there. And it was a really, really great event. And more importantly, everyone came together and enjoyed a great football game. And honors were even. But I gotta say, as you can see on the thumbnail, it says "Bravo, boys." I'm very, very proud of what we did today. And we have some interviews up that we're gonna get to. A couple things, some from let's just say Talk Sport, but Sky Sports. Parkinson has a couple interviews there, and also Dan Scar, who Aaron had said that if O'Connell was on the pitch, that we would have won the game instead of Scar. Aaron, oh my God, are you still under your wife's car fixing the lug nuts? He's entitled to his opinion. I absolutely love Aaron, which is great. But a great full day, really, really fun. I'll get into it. First, the build-up show was fantastic. By the way, the boys did a great job. And then the live watch-along, I got to tell you, for Sasha, who has put that together for us. And it's because of all of you, all your support, all of that goes right into there for the live stats and the updates and everything like that. It was fantastic. So shout out to Sasha. Hope everyone liked the new stats and everything. That's how we're going to be doing it going forward. So please let me know what your thoughts, if anything changes, but that's what it is. But it's all about like the memberships and all those things, the super chats to go there. So I want to thank you all very much. And then the post show was fantastic, by the way. Rextra time call-in show was great. So as for the game, Welsh Techie is here. He says, finally, feel my toes. It's a freezing my bum off in the cup, but feel so happy. Yes. Holy God. And we saw the Eat More Chips. Flag that was flying bright, which was fantastic. But yeah, just an all-around great event. The starting lineup did have a couple changes in there. Dobson came in, and I thought he was man of the match for me. Dobson was absolutely man of the match. Hey, Paul Kelly, how are you? Hey, Steve Barton, and everyone in here too. Also, too, Marie from SoCal was with me. Fantastic. Sorry, I was going to get to the game, but Marie from SoCal brought gifts. She's an absolute legend, one of the sweetest. Right there. Thank you, Marie. She's an absolute sweetheart. Exactly what you'd expect from someone within our community. Anyway, so Scar did come in. Dobson came in. Elliot Lee was back with Palmer up front, and the rest of the team was as is. Maka did play today, and he played on that wing. It was touch tight on the sideline all game. Personally, I did not think he had the best game. After I guess rolling your car, going out there and being brave, I understand why he did it. And he is our captain, our leader. But I don't think he had the best game. Man of the match for me was Dobson, but he ran around. That lettuce was lettucing tonight. Absolute shiny gel, peaky blinders, all in. I think he did win man of the match tonight too. And Ollie Rathbone's goal was an absolute stunner, absolute curler. Unbelievable. He ran around, ran his ass off. He was like 1B for me for the man of the match. And I thought we put in a great performance. I really did. It was there for the taking for us. After we scored our goal, we did brush back a little bit. I think John brought it up in extra time saying, oh, this is going to be scored too early. It sounds like a carbon copy of what we did, scoring within the first 10 minutes. And we were going to sit back, and Birmingham City did look good. They did get the goal back. It was from a corner. And listen, I'm still playing Scar over O'Connell every day of the week for me, and it wasn't Scar's fault. I thought AO should have come for that. It was a good ball headed back in, went off Dobson's back. He knew nothing about it and went in the back of the net. So we rode our luck for a little bit there at the end of the first half, but the second half, I really thought the boys, really put the pedal to the metal and played some good football. And I think it was a full team effort. I have not listened to the interview yet, and we're gonna do that together, because as you know, on the Local Pundit we shoot the rehearsal, and I like to listen to all of you to get my tape there too. Steve Barton says Dabo was a double lettuce of the match. Dabo was a double LOTM lettuce of the match and man of the match too. He absolutely was. And Paul Kelly says Scar had a slow start, but played well as the game went on. Glad to see him get some game time. Yes, he's been out. He hasn't played in a while. He really hasn't had a game time in a while. So a little bit of rust there, a little bit of ring rust. But you know what? He fought hard, and I like him back there. And I thought the back line was solid today. They put a lot of pressure on us, and I thought we played really, really well back there. I thought Max had a better game today too. Used his body well at times. Wasn't hoofing the ball that much, which is great. To Palmer. Palmer missed his headers, had a couple of good knock-ons. And Elliot Lee was, I love Elliot Lee as a player, but I like him as a midfielder, not as a second striker up there too. Very ineffective. Did run around, but very, very ineffective. And Matty James in the middle of the park with Steady Eddie trying to calm it down. And we did give them possession, but we fought really hard for that point. And honors even. It's bravo to the boys, and bravo to the club, to the managing staff that they got to prepare for this match, because it wasn't easy. They're a good side. Don't mistake me wrong. They're a good side. I'm hoping that we get some reinforcements here. We're hearing Longman might be announced tomorrow, and maybe Smith. I did hear a couple things while I was there. Not sure if it's true, but let's see what happens. But I think we need to go into the market. But anyways, let's into the chat right now. Glenda's in here. Paul's here. Dan Moore's here. Awesome to have you in. I'm exhausted. We're going to do this, though. But first, I want to share one thing, which was my favorite moment of the day, other than I just want to share this. The personal favorite right there. There it is. Rob and Caitlin were absolutely fantastic. Very, very nice for them graciously getting a photo with me. Fantastic. They're the nicest people, and I'm really grateful. So very, very nice. So thank you all to them, and they did that afterwards too. And shout out to their company, More Better, as well. It was a great day. It was a really, really great day all around. So thank you to that. Okay, let's get into it real quick. Let's get into this real quick. I want to talk. Okay, here's that. There's a couple good clips right here. I mean, there's one little dumb one right here that I want to talk to. And it says, must not lose, Josh, and you didn't. So everyone goes home happy. Yes, honors even, my friend. John, good job on Wrexham time. Did a great job, man. Great. It's a great, no, thank you, Welsh Shecky. They were absolutely very, very gracious for that. I'm very grateful. Because there's a ton of people that want to get photos of them. Okay, let's run through this a little bit. Please get into the chat. Have your say. I want to get everyone's thoughts on it. I want to get everyone's thoughts and see what they thought about the game as we go. But I'm really excited. Also really tired. But here we are. It doesn't matter. Show must go on. But this is a clip that there was Sky Sports. I don't know what it is.
One final bit of analysis from you. Stick your foot up on there.
My foot?
Yeah.
Ooh, what do you think of these?
I mean, what's an ex-player who's played here coming in those colour boots?
They're a little bit Hollywood, aren't they?
Yeah.
It's a great life, man. I've never been told that ever.
They're having a go at Toes right there, who did sideline reporting tonight, which was great. So I and also before we go to the next one, I just want to also show Rob.
I am not. Hey, Wrexham fans, it's Rob. I am not in the race course, even though it looks like I am. I'm in a place called Cosm, Los Angeles, which is where we come to watch the games. It's absolutely incredible. You get to be surrounded by hundreds, if not thousands of people, and it makes us feel like we're really there. Just want to say thank you for an incredible game tonight. 1-1. I'll take that against Birmingham City, who is probably the best side we played all season. Up to town forever. Hope to see you soon.
Nice. What a gentleman. Absolute gentleman. And he was, listen, they just got back in their house. So him being there with Caitlin is awesome. All right, let's get into the manager. Let's have his thoughts and see what he thought about that game. And let's see what he has to say. Thank you, Techie.
Phil, a point against Birmingham City here at the STōK Cae Ras. How do you reflect on this evening's work?
Yeah, pleased with the performance. Good start from us in the game. A great goal by Ollie. Disappointed with the goal conceded and probably knocked us, not as much as when we played in the first time. But second half, I thought we responded really well. And our supporters have seen a lot of games like that where we've pinned teams in and then we've gone on to get the winning goal. But we couldn't quite find the moment. There was scrambles in the box. There was the cross from Jimmy where the defenders just nicked it off Fletcher's head. But in terms of working on the training pitch and implementing what we asked the lads to do, I thought they did it really well. And also learning from the first game. You know, the first game we started really well, and then we sat deep and invited pressure. And we spoke about that with the lads this week. And I thought our pressing was really good today. It was really good. And it's you know, Birmingham give you problems because they've got players who come in off the shape, and so it's not completely black and white. You need decision making out on the pitch and players to have those leadership roles. And I thought we had that really well tonight. The lads made good decisions when to close and when not. And you know, really on the performance, we probably deserved all 3 points. But in terms of the manner, the way we've gone about our business tonight, you know, we've got to be pleased.
I agree with all that too. He's talking about learning, and I'll get to that Sky Sports interview too. I have that up, ready to go. Well, Shecky too. But I agree with all of that too. Learning from the last game. Once we did score last game, we did sit back and take up too much pressure on them. We sat too deep, and the goals came. And they're a great side, and they were missing several other players in the middle of the park. But they have a really, really good midfield. They're a really good team, and they will go up this year, 100%. They will go up, and they should. And they're probably going to the market. Yeah. Learning from that, I thought we did press really well. I thought after the goal, we did get knocked a little bit for six, a little bit sixes and sevens back there, gave them a little bit more respect. And then all of a sudden, it kind of just clicked in, you know. And I'll tell you who clicked in for us, too. Notice that Dobson was around there getting into tackles. Ollie Rathbone was getting into tackles as well. Dobson kind of had a free roll today, and he was going around and he was breaking up play, running around. He had his best game in a jersey for the past, I don't know, 5 weeks, maybe 6 weeks. For whatever reason, yeah, that Matty James and him playing together hasn't worked. But Matty James was also you know, very steady. They figured it out today. That midfield was very, very tight, very, very tidy, and I like it. But we didn't sit back. We didn't take on too much of that pressure. We rode our luck a little bit. I thought personally, AO had not a fantastic game. I could be wrong. Get your thoughts in there too on AO. His kicking was way off today, way off, and he needs to learn how to come for the ball a little bit more instead of punching. And that was one thing I thought that they played up to on them. They only had one shot on target from Ember. There was a lot going on, and the stats were up there too, but I couldn't quite see it. And I'll check that out in a little bit. But all in all, I think that we didn't just sit back on and play a rope-a-dope. We were there. We were in the fight, theoretically in the fight the whole game. But I thought the second half, we came out and we pressed and we learned from them. Those calluses we always talk about. We always talk about the calluses. Fantastic, by the way. Steve Barton with a super chat. Thank you, Steve Barton, very, very much. By the way, for everyone that I met there at who came up and said hi to the local pundit, didn't see Piki was out there. Vincente was there, and we didn't get a chance to say hi. I just waved for him, so I'm sorry about that. But anyways, John Merrill, you're a good lad. Tough point earned, says Steve Barton. It is a tough point learned. It is a tough point learned, and it was a full heavyweight fight tonight. Full heavyweight fight. Yeah, the Sky interview, which we'll talk about right there. Techie going in there, and Palmer was very good tonight. Josh caused us problems. Palmer, okay, I'll take it on the chin. Palmer was very good tonight. Just stop the show with Palmer talk. I love you, bud. All right, here we go. Get back to this interview.
There was obviously an awful lot of media attention in the build-up to this game. How do you manage the build-up as a group, as a squad, leading up to this fixture?
Listen, after we got beat last week, you know, we needed to get on the training pitch and work together because, you know, we were disappointed with how we played last week, and you know, we had to put a performance in tonight, which was a reset for us and reflected, you know, what we're all about as a club and a team. And I said to the lads, you know, before the game that 2 years ago, we're playing Gateshead away in front of 1,000 people on this week, and now we're entertaining Birmingham in front of full house live on TV. We've earned the right to be here, but now we're here in these big games. We've got to go and show everybody what we're all about. And I think we did that all bar get the winning goal.
So, you know, I don't think, and that's really good shout right there. Just a couple of years ago, we were playing in National League too, and we, excuse me, we have earned the right to be here. We have earned it, you know. But it takes the growing pains of sometimes losing a games against Shrewsbury. Tonight, actually, listen, it's a draw. It is a hard-earned draw. Could have been a win, but it feels like a win. You know what I mean? And it's one of those, like, it's not 2 points dropped, even though we went ahead and then they came back. But against a side that's so good and how we played, I'm more impressed with how we played tonight. How we played and how we kept together and kept going and fought for every ball and could have won it. You know, if it wasn't, excuse me, choking. Apologies. 1 second. My apologies. and not, we could have won the game. Unfortunately, Mullen just can't put the ball in the back of the net. And if he's right, if that ball didn't get headed by their defender, who they chalk and cheese for all their back line was solid tonight. They got their heads on everything. And we did get crosses in the box, and they did isolate Barney enough that we couldn't, that he really was kind of ineffective, had some good crosses in, and Maka had that one good cross in, but I thought the rest of the game was not that great. And granted, I'll give him a pass because he did roll his car yesterday. So, but no, I think I'm more impressed with our effort today and how we played and what we did, which is great. And honors even, you can't. I think John said it the other day. He was getting a lot of love in the chat, which is great. He said it's a must not lose, and we did that, and we really did that.
Much has been made of this home record, but what do you put it down to, just being able to never get beat here, really?
It's a lot of factors, isn't it? The lads love playing at home, with the support we've got. We put teams under pressure, and that's really important. I always say to the lads before the game that, if teams come here and get anything off us, we've got to make them defend. We've got to make fullbacks have to stop crosses, balls coming in the box, and make sure that they come off and they know they've been in the game. And I think Birmingham certainly know that tonight. They were putting centre halves in midfield at the end and another big striker on at the top of the pitch to try and negate how we had them pinned in. Just it's a performance full of desire, and it's what we needed tonight.
Both teams came out knowing they were in a fight tonight, in a good fight. I see you're in there, John. Do you still have AO over Alsop after watching that performance? Alsop played well tonight. He did really well. So I'll give you that one too. Round one to you. And the Birmingham fans back four were immense tonight. And another one here by Techie. The Blues fans were in good voice tonight. Made a great match atmosphere, vocal, passionate, banter, and not aggressive. It was a fantastic atmosphere. Fantastic atmosphere. I heard it. We heard you sing in there, all of them. But it was a fantastic atmosphere. But to his point, what Parkinson just said, both teams knew they were in a fight tonight. Both a good game. It was a good top of the table match. We raised our game, which is shitty to say because we shouldn't have to raise our game just because we're playing top of the table team. We lowered ourselves at a Shrewsbury. Honestly, I will say we could have won the game, and we probably should have won the game. And I think Birmingham, John, he might not agree with that. Obviously, he is blue tinted, but we could have won that game. We should have taken all 3 points. We didn't take our chances at the end there. And that happens. That's football. But again, I'm very, very proud of how we performed this evening. I'm very, very proud of us. So it was really great to see. Loved the game today. Wish it would have been a win, but we didn't get the double. We didn't get doubled by them, so that's a win in my book. Yes, I thought this was a 6-pointer. But I want to know this. I asked this in the chat for the Wrexham time, and no one answered it. Who's that result better for today? Is that result better for us or for Birmingham City? I think it's better for us. AO had a tough game. Doesn't mean comfortable. It doesn't seem comfortable at times, says Paul Kelly. Maybe an age thing. I just think, sometimes it's not, he's a young boy. He's 23 years old, and he's learning his trade. So there we go. Brian Farnett, we were magnificent. Yes, we were. Absolutely. It was a magnificent game of football tonight. Really everything. And I felt like I was there. It was fantastic.
And a quick turnaround now to Stevenage. Obviously, full focus will be on getting another positive result there, won't it?
Of course, yeah. Got a chance to go and watch them at Barnsley at the weekend. And, we look forward to that. It's another test, but, we're enjoying the division. We are. You're always going to get some knocks along the way, but it's how you respond as a group. And when you say about the build-up and all the attention the game has, we've just been focused on what we had to do. And, that's really important because the focus and the detail of the players you're playing against. And, I've got to give Max a mention tonight, playing against a 12, 15 million pound player. Yeah. And a lot of people were talking about Jay Stansfield in the game, but maybe we'll be talking about Max Cleworth after the game because I thought he handled him brilliantly.
Wow. Shots fired right there to the young man, Maxi boy, who did well. There was a 1 point right there. Maxi, the ball went to the corner. Stansfield was running, and Stansfield had a beat on him, right? Stansfield had a beat on him. Max got him on the stepped over and crossed his leg in front of him and used his ass and kept it, and ball went out for a throw into Wrexham. He did very, very well. And not that Stanfield's not a good player. He's a great player. He's a great player. And he's worth every dollar that they probably spent on it down the road. Maybe I don't know if there's a resale value that we'll see, but I thought Max did very well tonight against him, and good shot. I personally thought one of the best players on the pitch was Ethan Laird. I have to say it. Results is better for us away from home point, and you gained no ground on us. But both managers, we happy with that point. Absolutely. Well, you come to the STōK Cae Ras, you mess with us, you get the horns. It's infuriating that we can play like that tonight, but within a week we played poorly at Shrewsbury. We should have smashed Shrewsbury if we played like that tonight. We would have smashed them. And Stevenage tight turnaround on a Tuesday. Well, not tight. Well, turnaround on a Tuesday, which is good. No Saturday game, obviously. But we need to go out, and we need to. The only way this result holds in a good fashion for me is we go out and put a good performance on Tuesday night against Stevenage. You got to do it. You got to show up. We do. We just do. We have to stop being inconsistent. And I'm just wondering, is that a home game for us? If it is a home game. Okay, that is a home game, which is great. Show up, show out. Go win that game. We're going to address the Paul Mullen stuff real quick in a little bit too. And JM not coming on, I thought I thought he should start, and And in hindsight, I was wrong. Obviously, not having him start, but maybe I'll start on Tuesday. I don't know. We'll see. John Merrill, Alsop is the Birmingham keeper, right? Yes, he was much better than AL for tonight. Sure, he won that battle tonight. He did. I'm expecting all the Birmingham fans on Tuesday. Absolutely, absolute and tootin'. Okay, let's finish this one out real quick. We'll go to Dan Scar, who I thought came in and did a good job tonight. I did. Damn it, Hip Karma checked out about 30 minutes ago. I saw no show up. Sorry, Hip Karma. We were here. I had it up 15, 20 minutes before. Good to see you. Hope you're well. Hope you enjoyed the match tonight. All right, let's see what Dan Scar has to say.
Dan, a point against the league leaders tonight. That must be a performance you can be quite proud of.
Yeah, I think obviously they're a great team and they've got some great players to take them 1-1. I think we're a little bit probably more disappointed towards the end not to get like 3 points out of it.
We had him on the ropes.
We can take great confidence from that, especially obviously we snuffed them out of open play, and you're expecting all them players to do something, and then to concede from a set piece is a bit disappointing, but they worked it well with the blocks and stuff. But yeah, I think to take a team like that to the wire and push them, and I thought they looked a bit uncomfortable towards the end, and that was because we played well and we pressured them, and yeah, we was unlucky not to get all three, I think.
I would take that second half, and I would just say, this is how you need to show up for every game for the rest of the season. And that's going to be the difference, because you have to. You can't play down. Here's the other thing too. In this league, other teams who, I'm going to say this with a very gentle nudge, aren't as talented, obviously, and so they try to do things differently to mess up our flow, hoofball, things like that. Heavy tackles, not really play. Kind of Sunday. I know I'm not as good as you, so I'm going to do other things to kind of throw you off your game. But the good teams, like a Birmingham City, for example, they capitalize on those and they make them pay. We don't do that at times, and we need to learn how to punish teams because we have the ability to do that. So I would take what we did in that second half, and I would say this is what you need to do against a Stevenage, against a Shrewsbury, against a Cambridge, and this is how you got to come up and be the big dog. Big teams do that. I'm sure Wickham does it. We know Birmingham City does it. Okay. And I think in the Wrexham time, Dan said they pass teams to death. They don't beat you 5-0, but they'll go up 1-2 goals, and then they just pass you to death. They just suck the life out of you. We need to learn how to do that. If we kept up with what we did tonight and kept going, I want it to be like the 91st minute of the Stevenage game and have that same effort go through. That's what I want. And we will come out on top on Tuesday and have better results for the rest of the season. So there you go. All right. Isn't Dan a massive Blues fan? Oh, is he a Blues fan? Oh, I don't know. That's a good one. Okay, apparently he is. Huge Blues fan. Let's get in there.
The manager was full of praise for Max's performance against Jay Stansfield. But just how big an effort was it from 1 to 11 tonight?
Definitely, yeah. I think everyone knew their roles, and it was a case of, especially at times, we're going to have to go man for man, and it was a case of you're going to have to win your 1v1 battles, and especially Maxi, I thought he did really well, like snuffed him out and made it uncomfortable for him, which is what you have to do when the league leaders come to here. Like, they don't want to have an easy game, and we worked on all week of making it horrible for them and not letting them have it like their way. And I thought we did well.
For you, on a personal note, what was it like to be playing against Birmingham in a Wrexham shirt?
Yeah, no, it was good. It's always
There we
good to
go.
go against them, and obviously there's always a little bit more in it. But no, you just treat it as like a normal game. I know there's probably everyone thinks, oh, because you're a Birmingham fan, stuff like that. You just treat it as a normal game. And
Oh, he just admitted on live television. He's a Birmingham fan. He obviously is. But you want him. You want the 3 points.
yeah, I thought lads all booked in and did well.
And for you
Love it.
playing tonight, it felt like the atmosphere towards the last final 15 minutes really ramped up.
Yeah.
How special is it on nights like these when you've got that support?
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, I think it feels like the ball's being sucked that way. So I think a lot of the time, like, Max is sort of stood on the edge of their box, and Tommy's probably 10 yards off their edge of their box and stuff, and we're all high. And I think that's what we have to do to teams. It helps when the crowd like get behind you like that. Yeah, and I thought we really pressured them towards the end.
Happy to see him on the pitch. I really am. You know, you got to give other guys a shot, a little bit of rest. And, you know, to be honest, sometimes when you're a manager, okay, I'll take this back and I'm going to talk out of my ass twice. O'Connell, you had a bad game last game, okay? And then he doesn't have a lot of bad games, right? But, you know, normally you want to get that guy right back on, you know, you got to right back out on the pitch to, like, you know, but I think O'Connell's problem is he in the last game, he tried to fix mistakes and he made more mistakes. So it just spiraled into more. Giving him a rest might be good. Don't be surprised if Scar isn't starting the next match and O'Connell's back in. Don't be surprised at that. I could see that happening. I really can. You know, remember Top Gun? And he's, you know, after Goose dies, and he doesn't have the feeling. And Tom Skerritt's like, get him back up in the air, right in the air. I thought that's what Parkinson would do tonight. Was going to put Maverick back out there for O'Connell and get him back up flying, you know, something like that, you know. But no, he brought Scar in there. But I could definitely see that O'Connell might be back on Tuesday. You know, so you just don't know the mindset. But there you go. So that's my movie analogy for the day. I'll stop right there.
Finally, Dan, quick turnaround for Stevenage. Obviously, a very good point here. How important is it that you build on that now on Tuesday?
Definitely, yeah. It's obviously we're disappointed with not to get the 3 points today, but if you're going back it up Tuesday at home, it's a great result. So yeah, hopefully we'll recover, get in, train hard, and have a look at them and go again.
There you go. See, that's what he said. This result needs to hold up for what we did tonight. You know, that's exactly what has to happen. This result, the draw, which we could have won, go back to Stevenage, get those 3 points right there. That's 4 out of 6 against a really tough, really tough side right there. So John Merrill also says he was gutted. It never worked out for him when he signed for us a year back. But he got injured at the wrong time and never got back in. It happens. That's football, John. He's a good player. Recanted Forger said, I think Palmer showed more than his game. Maybe taking him out for good motivation. Same with EOC. Yeah, possibly. Listen, I don't know what his rating was today. Maybe it's 6.5 for Palmer. Still not for me. But hey, listen, I'm going to say it again. He did a job, but his job isn't to score goals. But he did have some nice heading down. He did hustle and press hard, so I got to give him that. So I can't go all in on him. I'm not going to do that today. It's not what today's about. Michael Pierce is in here. What's going on, brother? I haven't seen you in a while. We should have won after the way we played in the second half. Absolutely, it was right there. All right, see you, John. Have a good night. We'll talk soon. Good luck on Tuesday. And Palmer can't play ever. Palmer can't play ever. He's a spot player at best as level. I think he's saying Palmer is at his peak level. I think that's what he is. And Brian Farnay says I think the occasion would have gotten to O'Connell tonight. Yeah, I mean he has played in the Champions League, but I'm glad he did get a rest. He really did. But as always, we have issues with the finishing. Yeah, Michael Pierce, we do have issues with finishing. Scar should start against Stevenage. Barton, I agree with you. I think he should. I think he needs to run of games. I actually think he needs to run of games. I agree with you 100%. I can see Parkinson putting O'Connell back in. I just have a feeling, you know, Palmer's a 6.3 today. Okay. That sounds about right, Mike Pierce. That's what I give him. And Rectangle, his job is to keep Fletcher healthy for 25 minutes. Wow. That's actually pretty good. Nice. Rectangle. Recanted Forger. That's a good shout. Comment in the afternoon, probably. Palmer can't play every game. He's a spot player at his best at his level. My bad, dang. It's all good. Yeah, we have no other option, but I think we're getting Michael Smith in. I did overhear Rob say the last 48 hours of the transfer window are the best. So keep eyes on that. But I think tomorrow we're going to get Here We Go for Langman. So let's check that out. With Wish Our Subs were Fletcher and Jam instead of Mullen. Yeah, I'm surprised. Mullen listen, Mullen works very, very hard. He is not putting the ball in the back of the net. There is like a wall there that it's just not happening for him, unfortunately. But here, I just want to see what the stats were. Match stats. And again, big shout out to Sox putting the stats in for us. Hope everyone liked that. I hope everyone liked the stats. And by the way, also what's going to happen in that too. The other thing that's going to be there is the other scores as they go through. That's one. There were no other games tonight, so we didn't have other scores. But the League One scores are going to be going on too while we're doing the game. So I hope everyone liked that. Okay, here are the stats. 57-43 in their possession. What is this? What is this crap? So, shots. 13 shots to 7 in our favor. Shots on target. We had 7 to their 1. And attempts outside of the box, 5-4. Total offside. Total tackles, 1. Fouls. Yellow cards. Who got our yellow card tonight? Let's see. Who got the yellow card for us? Not sure. I don't think it was Macca, by the way. And a great attendance, 13,237, which is fantastic. Great. Another one here. I'm not going to do that one. We already did it. And we went there. But so this was the Parkinson interview. If you want me to show it, I'll show it a little bit over here. Rathbone got the yellow card. Okay. Thank you, Dan. And Drew.
Phil, Rob McElhenney out in LA. We know how difficult things have been for the whole of LA, and we saw him sporting his LA Fire Department T-shirt there. He's still been sending you these messages of support. What's it meant to still have his support coming into tonight?
Yeah, it's a really tough time for everybody over there, and Rob got evacuated. I was touching base with him through that period. Yes, I feel for everybody over there because it's been really difficult.
And that pride that he feels in getting this draw tonight. What about for you, your reflections on getting that point?
Yeah, I thought we started really well, got a fantastic goal from Ollie. Always disappointed to concede, and we could have done better with our goal and probably knocked us a bit. But I thought we responded terrifically well in the second half. And we've had a lot of games like that where we pin teams in and the goals come. But it didn't quite fall for us tonight.
Same thing. Sorry.
Moments. But in terms of what we asked from the lads, desire, commitment, energy, we got all that. But also like intelligence in when we pressed and when we couldn't press. And it was very rare on the night that Birmingham played through us. I thought we did that really well tonight. And we improved from the first game when we played them. When we took that, the lads took the information on board, which we'd been speaking about during the week, and implemented it and probably deserved the win in the end.
I'd probably say a good typical Wrexham home performance, but it felt like probably could have done another 10 minutes at the end of the game there because it was all going towards the
Look
wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, we really had them pinned in, and they were bringing on centre backs, another big striker to defend. We had them on the rack, we really did, and there was always a threat on the counter with the pace they've got. But all in all, I'm pleased with the lads tonight. I think last Thursday it wasn't a typical Wrexham performance, and you get those blips along the way, as you know, and it's how you respond. And we've regrouped quickly this week. We had a good week on the training pitch, and we've put it into practice today.
Last one.
How far do you think that'll go for the confidence of the group and yourselves, obviously, to believe that you can chase them all the way? Because obviously that's the aim. The aim is to get promoted. But how, obviously, those two difficult results, how far do you think that's going to go for the boys' confidence?
Yeah, very much so. I think we're up against some good players tonight, and I think Max Cleworth against Jay Stansfield. Everyone's talking about Jay Stansfield, what a good player, and he's a good player.
Phil.
All right, good. That's a really good. Listen, he said a lot of the same things, but I wanted to hear it. Fair play, and I think another great job. Brian Farnett said, you got to give him credit. Parker said he got it right. He did very well. He got it right. I think at the end we were unlucky. We had him on the rack. We were pressing for it. I'm really, really proud of the boys tonight. Some games you come out the Shrewsbury game, we came off. We were so just deflated, and we always try not to get too high, not to get too low. And again, I guess but tonight we played well. Be very, very proud of this team. Be very proud of it. And from top to bottom, we struggle, we bitch, we moan, we kick every goddamn ball. We want more. we do everything to support this club, even when we're upset and things like that, and we battle through. And we got to give credit, but I'll tell you right now, it's like there is something special being there tonight at the Cosm, and I can only imagine, Techie, you being there at the race course, and everyone else that comes on our channel and hangs out with us, and all the other, it's a very, very special, very, very special thing. The fact that he's talking about the LA fires, which literally surround me too here, which is scary as hell, is great. And the money that went to it today was just a great occasion. And unfortunately, we did get those 3 points, but sometimes it's not just about football. And I really just, you got to be proud of. So I'm very, very bravo. And that's why that's up there. Bravo. What a great day. And it didn't need the 3 points to do that. No. There you go. But that Macca header was so close. Yes, it was very, very close. Very, very close. But yeah, it was, woulda, coulda, shoulda. But let's take those positives. He said something really good on that one. He said we learned from the last game. We did learn from that last game. We did. Now let's take what we learned tonight. Let's put it in motion for the game against Stevenage, which we'll be doing live as a local on the local pundit live watch alongs. Yes, and I love the banter like with the local pundit and Patty's, all the shows. Awesome. Fact of the matter is, everyone's great, and I love it. The local pundit is a fantastic community, and I'm so happy that we all get to share it with each other. I'm feeling really grateful today, even with just 1 point coming away because of certain things being there. So awesome. So thank you. Well, Techie, it was a proper night under the lights to remember. Yeah, felt like that. It felt like that, Techie. Awesome. And go listen to Eat More Chips. Great podcast. Great guy by there too. Most heartbreaking was Michael Pierce was Fletcher missing that header towards the end. Yes. And Woody, that's why I have Bravo. I think it was our best performance in the second half of the season so far. It was our best performance. Yeah. Let's put that. We put together about 65 minutes of that. Let's see next week we can do 75 minutes, then get it up to 90, let's do that. This team has not played its best football yet. It hasn't. We don't even know our best 11. We don't, because I feel we're going to go into the market. I think the printer's going to go off tomorrow. Techie, you want to hint at that? And I think Langman's going to come in tomorrow. And I think Smith will come in and maybe one other surprise. I don't know. I thought that Parkinson might have want to stay pat, but I don't know. I think that we're going to get some. Reinforcements, and we need it. We can't stay pat. JM needs to get back in the first 11. Michael Pierce, I agree with you. I hope he does sooner than later. And Cleworth was totally brilliant taking on Stanfield. He did good, and Stanfield's a great player. He really is. Apparently he's not fully fit, which is fine, but we'll take it. Take whatever's in front of us and do that. Okay, I'm going to go relax. It's been a really, really great day of football and being with all of you and meeting everybody and having a great experience at the Cosm. We will be back there at the Cosm for the Huddersfield game, I believe, next month. Whenever that is, the 4th or the 6th. I'm not sure when it is, but I will be there live, of course. Let me see if where is it? Yeah, whenever it is, I'll be there. But I'll be there. Well done, Ken. Well done, the local Kendit. Awesome dude. Did a great job on both the prep and the post game. Him and Patty and Aaron and everyone else that gets involved. Don't be afraid to come on. And James, you were good there too on the call in too. Got to give everyone credit today. Got to give everyone credit. Glenda says, yes, Tozer is still playing for Forest Green Rovers. He's captain and won player of the month. Yeah, I could see him coming back and doing some work for us. And by the way, not sure if y'all noticed, but Michael Pierce is leaving us hanging there. I was about to close this out. iFollow started the stream better now, closer to the real time, almost no delays. That's good news. Okay. All right. Thanks everyone for coming in. Been a great day. 1-1 draw. Wrexham versus Birmingham City, the Hollywood Derby. Fantastic. Anything breaks, we'll be live. And on that bombshell, I will see you all soon.